Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Whispering Wasteland of Bleakdown. Holly clutched her tattered coat tightly around her shivering frame as she trudged across the barren landscape of the Isle of Wight. The once vibrant island had been reduced to a desolate wasteland, ravaged by some unknown cataclysm. The sky was perpetually cloaked in ominous grey clouds, and the air was thick with the scent of decay. She was part of a small group of survivors, each carrying their own burdens of loss and fear. They had banded together in the hopes of finding sanctuary in this bleak world, but their journey was fraught with peril. As they travelled, the wind howled mournfully, carrying with it ghostly whispers of the world's demise. Holly could feel the hairs on the back of her neck stand on end whenever the whispers reached her ears, as if the very air itself was alive with the echoes of suffering. One night, as they huddled together around a flickering campfire, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. The flames danced wildly as if in response to the unseen forces that surrounded them. Holly's heart pounded in her chest as she scanned the darkness beyond the fire's glow, her senses on high alert. Suddenly, from the shadows emerged twisted, spectral figures, their forms shifting and flickering like shadows in the firelight. They were the entities haunting the wasteland, the restless souls of those who had perished in the apocalypse. Holly and her companions recoiled in terror as the entities closed in around them, the whispers growing louder and more desperate. Some whispered of lost loved ones, others of unspeakable horrors witnessed in their final moments. But amidst the chaos and fear, Holly felt a strange sense of familiarity. She realized that these spirits were not merely the remnants of the dead, but echoes of her own past, manifestations of the guilt and regret that had plagued her since the world had fallen apart. With a newfound resolve, Holly stepped forward, facing the entities head-on. She spoke words of compassion and understanding, offering solace to the tormented souls that surrounded them. Slowly, the whispers began to fade, replaced by a sense of peace and acceptance. As the first light of dawn broke across the horizon, Holly and her companions found themselves alone once more, the spectres of the whispering wasteland of Bleakdown banished into the depths of memory. Though the journey ahead was still uncertain, they walked with renewed hope, knowing that even in the darkest of times, there was still light to be found within the shadows. As they continued their journey through the desolate landscape of the Isle of Wight, Holly and her companions encountered more remnants of the world that once was. Dilapidated buildings loomed like silent sentinels, their crumbling facades a testament to the devastation that had befallen the land. But amidst the ruins, they also discovered signs of life struggling to endure. Small patches of greenery stubbornly clung to existence, and scavenging wildlife darted through the shadows, adapting to a harsh new reality. As they pressed onward, Holly couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. It was as if the very land itself was alive, its silent gaze following their every move. She couldn't help but wonder what other secrets lay hidden within the whispering wasteland of Bleakdown. One evening, as they sought shelter in an abandoned farmhouse, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber beneath the floorboards. Inside, they found a cache of supplies untouched by time, a relic of the world that had been lost. But their discovery was not without consequence. As they gathered around the makeshift table, their voices hushed in reverence, they became aware of a presence lurking in the shadows. A chill ran down Holly's spine as she felt the air grow thick with tension. The whispers returned, more urgent than ever, swirling around them like a malevolent storm. And then, emerging from the darkness, came the figure of a woman, her form ethereal and translucent. She was the ghost of the farmhouse, bound to the land by some unspoken tragedy. Holly and her companions watched in silent horror as the ghostly figure approached, her eyes filled with longing and sorrow. She reached out a hand, as if beckoning them to follow her into the depths of her despair. But Holly refused to be swayed by fear. With a steely resolve, she confronted the ghost, her voice steady despite the pounding of her heart. "We mean you no harm," she said, her words echoing through the chamber. "We seek only sanctuary in this forsaken world." To their surprise, the ghost stopped in her tracks, her expression softening as if touched by Holly's words. In a voice barely above a whisper, she spoke of her own sorrow, of the family she had lost and the home that had been torn apart by tragedy. Moved by the ghost's plight, Holly and her companions vowed to help her find peace. Together, they delved into the mysteries of the whispering wasteland of Bleakdown, uncovering long-forgotten secrets buried beneath the ashes of the past. And as they journeyed deeper into the heart of darkness, they discovered that redemption could be found even in the most unlikely of places, and that sometimes the greatest horrors were the ones that lay within ourselves. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.